the people, by the people. For the culture.
Peace, 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 peace. Jumbo, welcome to the VITAL Hoops Podcast, right here on Black Power Media, Reloaded. My name is Fernando Cardenas, aka International XB. I am your host, and this is episode number 78. Our guest today is my brother and comrade of the Pan-African League, UMOJA. He's a photographer and a videographer. He's also an educator for children in need. And he is definitely a great organizer. Like I said, he is my comrade, and we have worked on many things together. One of them is our event, Panaf Hip Hop, Pan-African Hip Hop. You can go back to episode 57 of the VITAL Hoops Podcast to learn more about that. But we are now working on an Afro vegan festival here in Paris, and our guest is a huge part of that. Our guest is Kodjovi. Kodjovi, welcome to the VITAL Hoops Podcast, my brother. How are you doing?
Yo, I'm fine, and you, what's up?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for being here on the show.
Thank you for the invitation.
No doubt, man. It's good to have you. Me and you, we've been comrades for a little while now. We've been working on a lot of things. We're going to get into all of that. But before, I want to ask you, you grew up in Paris, originally from Togo. When did you get into Pan-Africanism? Like, were you raised where your parents Pan-Africanist, or how did Pan-Africanism come into your life?
Okay, so I'm originally from Togo and Benin.
And Benin, okay.
And Benin. And Pan-Africanism, I think my father put some seeds when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it was more about being proud of where you're from, being African and all, Mm-hmm. And when you grow up in suburbs and you see like police brutality, the reality that we have in suburbs, you see a lot of Black people are living in poverty and all, and you see white people getting rich, the inequalities, social inequalities, you see this.
Wealth inequalities. For the people who don't know, real quick, in Paris, when he says the suburbs, that's where the neighborhoods are at in Paris. It's like the inner city, basically. They're out in the suburbs in the city of Paris. So yeah, excuse me, keep going.
So you make the link, and I think when I was little, my dad showed me on the TV, me and my brothers and all, Roots, the documentary with Kunta Kinte and all.
Yeah.
And in 2016, so they make a remake.
Yeah.
So I was like, that it is Roots. I will watch again. So when I was kid and all. And I don't know, when I rewatch this, click,
something happened in your brain.
Something happened, and this is where I go through Pan-Africanism, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit of Kemetism also.
Okay.
Because when you are a Black person or African person who is conscious, first, this is Kemetism is pretty easy to access to.
Before you keep going, can you please explain a little bit Kemetism for people who don't know, maybe?
Oh, okay. This is like all Black people come from Egypt.
From Egypt, for
ancient Egypt.
Yeah, ancient Egypt.
And the name of the ancient Egypt is Kemet. So they take the spirituality of it, or they have a link.
Yeah.
A link with that. They identify themselves as descendants of the Egyptian and all.
Absolutely.
I don't know if maybe
that's good. That's the definition that I'm aware of as well. Yeah.
But this is you are different practice.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff, but
so you came into Kemetism and then Pan-Africanism.
Pan-Africanism.
It just kind of made sense to you. It all connected.
Yeah.
No doubt. Why do you think it is important, as a Black person to be a Pan-Africanist, and the importance? Talk to me about the importance of being part of an organization, of a serious, of a revolutionary organization.
Pan-Africanism, maybe there is a lot of solutions, but I think definitely Pan-Africanism is one of them. And we have to make unity because we have to get stronger in front of the oppression, because the oppression is unite. So we gotta to defend ourselves to become self-sufficient. Not we don't need to invade the whole world. We have all in the house.
Right.
So to secure the house, we got to be united. And to me, Pan-Africanism is something that could bring a lot of solutions.
For sure. I agree. Talk to me about the organization. When
Organization?
did you become, you're my comrade at the Pan-African League.
Yeah,
UMOJA,
sure. UMOJA Guru, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so in the LPU, since like 23, I think.
2023, you came in. Yeah.
Yeah, and so why this is important? Because if you are alone, you go faster, but if you are together, we go farther.
Farther.
You know?
Yeah, we go
farther. So we got to be in unity. We got to be organized. We got to make the union. The union begins with the people around you.
Absolutely.
So I think this is important to be a part of the organization because we have more resources, more brains, more power.
Absolutely.
Simply,
Absolutely.
Number is power.
No
but
doubt.
Quality is important, but the number is better.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And we're going up against our enemy is a global system, so if we don't unite, we don't stand a chance. We don't stand a chance against the global force of white hegemony, So for sure.
And when you see the big person, like Angela Davis or Thomas Sankara or all the people, they are in the party of the Pan-Africanism on the black struggles, you have to be in an organization.
Absolutely.
They all rise.
We have to.
We have to.
We have to organize for sure. There's no other way. There's no other way around it.
Yeah.
I love this, man. I love your perspective. We're holistic people, and on this show, I always talk about the culture. We talk about the culture because, not everybody's gonna be interested in politics, and that's okay. But even though we have to understand that everything is political, right?
Yeah.
But our culture is something that, everybody eats, everybody listens to music, everybody, So I always stress the importance of our culture being revolutionary, our culture being, African centered, that's very important. Talk to me a little bit about that because I know that you're also into, holistic health and, plant-based eating and all of that. You've been a vegan for quite a while. So talk to me about all of that, the importance of that part of the struggle.
So to me, I think there is different path, because since I was kid, I learned that this is what you eat is important.
What you eat,
what you eat is you got mama take with you when you go to the groceries, so you see vegetables, the fruits, she cook and all. So see my parents cooking was the first step since I was kid, but since I was kid, but when I go back to African spirituality, what we eat is important,
What we eat,
so that's the first time you get conscious that what you eat is important, and then you start to look in what you eat, how it is made, and you see that when you eat meat, when you eat milk, drink milk, when foie gras, comment on dit foie gras?
Foie gras, I don't know if there's a translation for foie gras.
Foie gras,
It's foie gras is something crazy. It's basically, how the way they make it. So I'm gonna tell the audience how they make foie gras. They grab a duck. It's a duck, right? It's a duck, and they force feed him until he dies, basically, until he's. So
I think this is the liver.
The liver, until the liver explodes. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's fatty liver, they call it, and it's something that people actually eat. Yeah.
So the liver is sick itself, So, but this is tasty, this is sweet. So people want to eat that, especially in France when this is the Christmas, the New
During
Year.
holidays, yeah, it's very popular here
Yeah.
in France for French people to eat foie gras.
Yeah. So you look what you eat, and then you see that animal products are not really, really good. So there is a lot of
Suffering, a lot of suffering.
sufferings, a lot of pollution, a lot of disease, a lot of antibiotics, a lot of things that are not good for our body, not good for the environment, not good for the ethic. So to me, is enough to go to plant-based diet. Yeah. But when you start to practice, you feel the benefit. So this is not a theory. This is really something this is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. Absolutely. So when your body feel the things, so you know that you are in a good way, and this is a way of struggling.
Yeah, absolutely. So a way of struggling, no doubt. I agree with you, man. It's definitely a lifestyle. It's part of the struggle to us for sure. And you know, it's that's what I mean when I speak about the culture. Everything has to make sense. Everything has to be conscious. And you know, we find love in everything that we do, you know, throughout the struggle, you know.
Yeah.
Health, man. I know you're a big health guy too, you know, exercise. All of that, man.
Yeah, this is also part of the struggle, because if you want to be a good soldier, you gotta be in shape. You gotta be healthy. And when you want to be healthy, you got to eat good. Right. So I think this is act of self-love to eat right.
That's right. Yeah.
This is the first step. And, you know, if we love ourselves, we can more love our brothers, our sisters, our mama, our kids, and all. So Pan-Africanism is all about that. It is about love, and we don't say, okay, you have wars, you have struggle with the oppressor, but with us, even if we have traitors, but we have brothers and sisters. So we gotta learn every day how to love, and how to love is to consume things is to consume love. You know?
Yeah, consume love for sure.
Put love in our environment. So I think it begins with the relation we have with ourselves. And I don't know, I think this is part of African culture, you know, be healthy, we have a lot of respect for all the people. We don't have EHPAD or, comment on dit, EHPAD, maison de retraite.
No retiring homes. We take care of our elders. We take care of our elders. Yeah.
A lot of them still working at 80, sometimes 90. Now they work, they move. So the wholeness is c'est valorisé, comme je sais pas comment dire.
It's valued. It's very much valued. It's something valuable.
The wholeness is valued, and if we are older, we have more lessons, more things to give to the young community,
the younger generation.
After us. So we have to stay healthy to become stronger. And this is a way, through the alimentation, the Babylon targets Black people.
Babylon
target everybody, but there is specific target to us. When in France, we have this cliche that Black people love chicken.
Love chicken.
Black people and chicken. You can be Black and don't eat chicken. So this is they put this in our heads. So the enemy target us with food. So we have to have bouclier, je sais pas comment on dit.
A
shield on what enter in our mouth.
In our mouth. So, anything that we put into our body, for sure.
But I think when you eat good, you feel good. And this is enough to me.
No doubt. I appreciate that, man. It's definitely a holistic thing. Nutrition, exercise, rest, understanding that, like you said, we have to understand that we're at war, you know, and our enemy wants us dead. Our enemy wants us weak. You know, and also through this plant-based lifestyle, we also develop a lot of discipline, you know, because we live in a society, you know, we live in a society where it is not the norm, You know, it is not the norm. So we have to develop a certain discipline as far as that as well, which can be very positive for us in our struggle, you know, for sure.
Sure. And when we say just say eat healthy, it's like a proof that we have a defeat, you know, because if you don't eat to eat healthy, why are you eating, you know? Why are you eating if this is not healthy? So
right.
This is the first thing to do, I think, before go to manifestation, go to when we make our groceries.
Yeah.
This is the first
militant
actions.
Yeah, it starts on our plate for sure. And you know, like you said, it's all about first you and your self-love, and then, you know, extending to your closer family, then to your friends, then to your community, you know, and then internationally we have to make those connections as well. You know, to be stronger together for sure. Yeah, holistic, always in a holistic way. And speaking of holistic, man, spirituality is also a big part of us, you know, in our culture and who it is that we are as African people. Talk to me a little bit about your spiritual journey. I believe you're now a voodoo practitioner, right?
Yeah, sure.
No way. So talk to me a little bit about that.
You can see it.
That's a dope art piece.
Things.
I
have other things, but I can show. But this is from Mary's. Shout out to Mary's for the magnifique.
Yeah, this is dope.
So you know, I come from Togo and Benin, and from us, this is Voodoo. This is what we practice. This is what we believe in. So to me, you know, as I said, I was through Capitalism, but Egypt is a little bit far to me. You know,
Egypt is a little bit far. You said
Egypt, it's a little bit far. This is like maybe 300 years ago or 4. I don't know. So to me, Voodoo was important, and then I start to look at what it is. You know, I saw that this is really powerful, and you have a lot of information, a lot of wisdom.
Yeah,
you have our own cosmogony.
Yeah,
the way we experiment the world.
Yeah,
and to me, this is like an introspection because I am in relation with my ancestors. So to me, this is the way to improve myself because when you know your ancestors, you know
yourself.
Well, you know yourself, and when you know yourself, you are more intelligent, you are more stronger.
Absolutely.
So to me, Voodoo is you know, I don't take all in Voodoo. There is certain things that I take, there is certain things that I don't take, there is certain things that I'm still learning, you know, and I can tell that I have Voodoo and I have my alimentation, my nutrition. This is really a part of spirituality.
Yeah.
You know, because when you eat those things, when you eat a mango, when you drink coconut water, when you eat cucumber, plant-based food, organic food with life in it, you feel really at peace and you're cool. So to me, spirituality is the way you eat and your connection with your ancestors.
Your ancestors, you know? For sure. Nah, man, listen, I agree with you 100%. You know, me being Afro-Cuban in Cuba, a lot of our spirituality is based in Yoruba tradition, you know. It's also very much connected to the ancestors, and I'm just like you know, meaning that I take certain parts of it, you know, and there's certain parts that I don't adhere to. You know, we were colonized by the Spanish, and there's still this thing within Afro-Cuban religion that still goes back to like the church and all of this, and having to be baptized by Catholic preachers and all of that. And I don't take that. I don't take that part of it. I choose not to connect with that part of it. And I'm really centered around, you know, my ancestors and, you know, but I agree with you. It's definitely a holistic path. And it's definitely about your connection with your ancestors and understanding who you are. And to know who you are, you got to know where you come from. You got to understand also what the struggle that your people have been through, you know, before.
The roots.
The roots. The
roots of this. Roots of
resistance. Yeah, roots of resistance. That's it right there. That's it.
That's a way of resistance, you know?
It is. Before we get into what we want to get into, give me a couple of examples of voodoo, things that you adopted within your culture and things that you that you decided not to make a part of your life, if you don't mind.
There is libation when I open a bottle. Because we consider
for
that
the ancestors,
we have 4 invisible entities that are with us. So like in the visible world, you have a shadow, you know. We have shadows, but that we don't see.
Yeah,
you know.
Spirits that are
so in those shadows, we have an ancestor that protect us. Some people can have more, you know. It depends. But you have at least one ancestor, and you have other entities that are you or your divine you. But when you make a libation, this is not just the ancestor, you know. This is all the invisible entities. And so when you open a bottle, you can pour a little bit.
Some for the ancestors,
Yeah, just water. It's okay.
Whatever it is.
I have certain things that I cannot eat. So even in Voodoo, you have the alimentation. So when you come from certain families, there is an totem. So if your totem is, I don't know, crocodile, you cannot eat crocodile.
Okay.
So we have some animals, and when you make like the fa, this is like a divination. So you see a boko, this is un prêtre, comment on dit?
A priest.
A priest, a Voodoo priest.
Yeah.
And he can tell something about you, about your future, about your present. He can make certain information about your invisible entities that you have. And, he can tell a lot of things, you know.
We call them in Cuba, we call them babalao. You know, the babalao.
Exactly. This is the babalao. Yeah, exactly. So, see,
it's very
like
similar.
babalao, and
it's very similar.
He can tell you, you cannot eat. He can tell you your animal totem, because our individually we can have animal totem. And it can tell you something that you cannot eat, because maybe we kill you, maybe you will have malchance or certain things.
Bad luck, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same. We have very similar things. Sometimes they even tell us like you can't dress with lines like this.
There is certain color that I cannot.
Colors, exactly. Yeah.
I cannot, and I know those colors, and this is a part of. Sometimes I cannot, because I don't have many clothes, you know. And when they tell me the color, this is a color that I have a lot of clothes, you know. I was really, and this is like a color you can put like every day. So I was pretty mad, but you know, I try. When I got an important day, I don't put this color on me.
Right, for sure.
But yeah, you have the color. You have like maybe some people cannot drink alcohol no more, or no smoke no more.
Absolutely. We have this. It's the same. We have the same. Yeah. Some people can't go in the sea. You know, some people can't swim in the sea, for example. Yeah.
Some people cannot eat like maybe gumbo,
or crab or whatever.
You know. So to me, I go back to the plant-based diet. To me, in our culture, we link the spirituality and the alimentation.
That's right.
This is not about meat or not meat. This is about spirituality. So if your spirituality, you don't want to eat meat, it makes sense in our culture to not eat meat. And to me, even if we have African people that are not vegan, they have to understand easily what it is. They have the tools to understand what it is. You know, when we go back to our spirituality. So this is a part of the everyday action that we put in our spirituality. This is part of the Voodoo. And you know, sometimes you have to make, you don't really have to make, but you can make like a ceremony, or, you know, once a year, or sometimes you can put a little plate. A
little plate with something on. Like for example, what we do a lot is when if we have a party at home, if it's a birthday or something, we put something for the ancestors, you know, in a little plate, something, whatever. We, you know, put it on the side. So yeah, it's very similar. It's all African culture.
on est ensemble, hein.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. All right, my brother. Hey, man, now that the people know a little bit about you, you know, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Where is my
BESE SAKA.
BESE SAKA.
Yo,
I
so
have
this
mine
is
here. I
yes,
have mine
sir.
here. But yeah, BESE SAKA. This is a festival, an Afro vegan fest. I organized this with Fernando and sister Naomi.
Shout out to Naomi, our
shout out to Naomi, and shout out to the LPU. We come from the LPU.
Yeah, Pan-African League UMOJA.
Yeah, and so this is the festival to talk about the place of the plant-based diet in the Afro-Caribbean community. We will make this in Paris. 16 March.
March 16th, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. I believe it's first Afro vegan festival in France, maybe. You know,
maybe. So this is an event to be with our community, with Afro people, vegan or not vegan, and there will be like conference, music, food. Of course, we want people to taste plant-based food, Afro-Caribbean vegan food, and show people that you can eat no meat and still eat healthy.
You can still eat healthy and be grounded in your Africanity.
Yeah, exactly. And that what you eat is a way to fight. The way you is good for the environment. Is good for it's a good way to fight capitalism. And to talk about
animal exploitation,
animal rights.
Yeah, animal rights. You
know. We want that people learn, but in a good mood,
good environment,
good environment, you know, and we will have fun.
For sure, we're here, man. So this is our logo right here, man, and I'm very proud of this initiative, man. And for those of you, BESE SAKA, this is the Adinkra symbol. This is an Adinkra symbol that means abundance and unity, you know, and it's also linked to agriculture and community, you know. So that's why we chose this, man. Afro.
This is cola nuts.
Yeah, cola nut. Yeah, absolutely.
Cola nuts. BESE SAKA means bag of cola nuts.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Sure. So anybody, man, of course, the invitation is out. You know, anybody. That's close to Paris or in Paris for sure. March 16th. We're waiting for y'all over there. It's free. You know, everybody in the community is invited. Like my comrade said, you don't have to be a vegan to come. You know, but we're gonna be opening up conversation about it. We're gonna get into the taboo shit that's around it. You know?
Yeah, you talk about it. Let me talk about it.
Go ahead, man.
Because when we was looking for collaborators to make the events,
collaborators,
some of them, told to us that, I cannot participate because I'm not vegan. The word vegan it has connotation. I was like, this is not that deep, you know. This is just about not eating meat. We just want to talk about it. What is the impact on the planet? What is the impact on you? What is the impact of the struggle? I think that as African people, we cannot live and consume just because we like a thing.
Absolutely.
We cannot think, I buy it because I like it. Of course, you have to buy what you want to buy because you like it. But certain things are too important. And to me, alimentation, we cannot bring that on the side. You know?
Nutrition is a primary concern. It has to be a primary concern of us all. It's very important, without a doubt.
So we will just talk about it, have a conversation, and eat.
And eat good food, man.
Good food.
We're gonna have 3 great guests, that are gonna be speaking at our events. The info is gonna come out soon. I invite everybody to follow us on Instagram for more information. at BESE Saka Fest. You know, I'm gonna have the Instagram link down in the description. Yeah, it's gonna be a wonderful and very necessary day, I believe, you know, on March 16th. And then we hope to keep it going, man. We hope to make this, you know, a yearly thing.
Yeah, sure.
So whatever way y'all can support out there, please make sure, like I said, you share our information. Go to BESE Saka Fest on Instagram and share it whenever you can. Let the people know that. And yeah, man. Anything else you want to say about the BESE Saka before we go to our book recommendation?
At the end, you have an DJ set with Amapiano.
That's gonna be special. Yeah, at the end of the evening.
A lot of Amapiano. I love Amapiano, and I'm not the only one.
That's right.
But we will have fun for sure, and you know, just come. Just
yeah,
come,
at the end of the evening, yeah, the DJ set, Amapiano music. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it dope for the people, man, for sure. Come check us out.
Yeah. And about the books, the title is in French, Parlons from Jacques Rongier.
So that'll be this one right here.
Yeah. I have one in the back.
Talk to us. What is this book about, brother?
This is just about learning how to speak Ewe. Ewe, this is a language that we talk in Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, even Liberia. So you learn a lot of things if you want to talk Ewe. This book is a little bit old, but you learn a lot of things, and you learn things about how they organize the family organization.
Wow.
You learn about, you know, sometimes when you see two words, the similarity between the words give you some things. You see some links, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
That. To me, as people that come from Togo and Benin, to me, the language is important. So with this book, I will recommend the story of Voodoo. This is just 2 books about Togo and
the story
and
of Voodoo is called. Okay.
And I will recommend Africa Unite from Amzat Boukari.
From President Amzat. The book is right up there too.
Yeah. A story of Panafricanism.
Yeah, that's a great book for sure. Unfortunately, it's not available in English yet.
Yeah. Sure. And the last one I will recommend, like Esclavage et Capitalism. Slavery and Capitalism from Eric Williams. And you learn a lot of things about why this is important to not eat meat. So you see that slavery is the same thing. It's really the same thing.
Yeah. Give thanks, my brother and comrade, Kodjovi.
You're welcome.
Hey, listen, before you go, man, let the listeners know where they can check you out on Instagram, whatever you got going on. You have 2 accounts. You have one dope account with your food and all that. Let them know. Let them know.
So I have a first account, but when you follow the first account, you have the 2. You have BESE Saka and you have my second account. My second account is an account when I just make plant-based meals, you know.
Yeah. And a lot of alkaline stuff.
A lot of alkaline stuff for those who know Dr. Sebi.
Yeah.
So I make alkaline food. But my main account is Kodjovi, KODGO VI
_VI. For sure. I'm gonna have it down in the description.
Yeah.
For everybody.
And I talk about books. I talk about Panafricanism, anti-racism, anti-speciesism, anti-capitalism. All we got to speak. I speak.
That's right.
And I talk about music too. But you know, if you follow that account, you will see ITK in the bio.
For sure. No doubt, man.
But thanks for the invitation. Thanks for the moment. Man. It was a pleasure. Sorry, I don't speak English, but I tried.
Good,
I tried a lot. I think that you enjoyed the moment. So
yeah, no doubt.
So it was really, really great, and always a pleasure to speak about this.
You did good, my brother. Listen, the struggle continues, and we're gonna win, man. We're gonna win, man.
Yes.
Uhuru, my brother.
Ashe. Uhuru.
Umoja ni nguvu.
Umoja.
All right. That's it. That was episode 78 with my brother and comrade, Kodjovi. Please hit us up if you want more information. If you want to connect with us, you want to, whatever it is that you want, you can hit us up. VitalHoopsPodcast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on IG at Vital Hoops Podcast. Send us a DM, whatever. We're here for the people. Please like, share, subscribe, support Black Power Media. Go get that new Afropiq Magazine. Volume 3 is out now. A lot of dope articles, including one on health and wellness, which is, related to what we're speaking about today with the comrade Kodjo. In the description, there's going to be a lot of links. Make sure you go follow Kodjovi. Follow us, the Afro Vegan Festival, BESE SAKA on IG. Also, we didn't speak about this, but you can check out Kodjovi's video. You know what I'm saying? He also got a little bit of skills on the mic. So definitely check that one out. And for those of you that speak French, I'm going to put the link to our organization's YouTube, the Pan-African League UMOJA, where you can check out a few of our Panaf hip-hop lives that we've been doing, including some with Kodjovi. We've been speaking about, the 10th element of hip-hop, health and wellness, and other important things, always connecting everything to Pan-Africanism and our struggle. I appreciate you all for checking out the Vital Hoops Podcast. Whether you're watching or listening, please share this with your friends, share this with your family, share this with whoever you think it can be beneficial for, and the struggle continues. Vital Hoops, for the people, by the people, for the culture. Uhuru.